9, the mystery death of the self-help guru James Arthur Ray. He fell from his celebrity status after hosting a deadly sweat lodge ceremony up in Sedona just about 15 years ago.
Ray served prison time for the 3 deaths in Arizona. His family posted about his death on social media, calling it sudden. True crime correspondent Brandon Whitney joining us live now here. You did a special series on this years ago. Any idea on what caused his death?
No, as of now, we don't know why, but this is a case that a lot of people have talked about for more than a decade now. It's just one of those ones that you don't forget. Jared, you reported on it at the time. Not only did James Ray's family say this was unexpected, but after James served prison time for the deaths, he was still trying to help people live healthy lives in many ways: mental health, physical health, and financial health. So what happened is still a mystery, but has left his victim's family trying to make sense of it all.
Your greatest spiritual calling is to find your purpose in this lifetime and to pursue it and to do it with excellence.
He was the spiritual guru, shot to stardom when appearances on Oprah, Larry King Live, and in the movie The Secret helped him amass a big following for how to better your life. Now, James Arthur Ray has died at just 67 years old.
Right away, I felt bad for his family. We do know what it feels like to lose somebody very unexpectedly.
It's a complicated place for Jean Brown to be in because James Ray is responsible for the death of her sister Kirby.
He would also make statements sometimes like the tragedy in Sedona had to happen in order for him to grow. So I'm glad that I won't have to hear things like that anymore.
2 people, hard breathing. There was no pulse. There was a sweat lodge.
A sweat lodge?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. You there by yourself?
No, there's a lot of people here.
In October 2009, James Ray was leading an expensive spiritual retreat in Sedona. The final activity, enduring conditions in a sweat lodge, trying to push people to their limits to find an awakening, so to speak.
He was using cult-like tactics to control and influence people.
It went too far and turned fatal. 3 people dying from the ritual, including Kirby Brown. James Ray was convicted of negligent homicide for all 3 deaths and sentenced to 2 years in prison. But once he got out, Jean says they felt no remorse from him. Instead, he wrote a book about what he went through and went back to leading self-help seminars and courses, while Kirby's family began a foundation called Seek Safely to fight for regulations and resources in the self-help industry.
Part of the complicated set of emotions that I'm feeling now is a bit of a sense of disappointment that he could have really owned his mistakes and been a part of trying to change the industry for the better.
James's family took to his X account to announce his passing late last week, calling it sudden and unexpected, though didn't reveal the cause. He had just posted a video and inspirational quote on his social media the day before. Jean says while some likely remember James Ray as a beloved leader, his legacy also involves a handful of deaths. And while she hasn't gotten to see or talk to her sister in 15 years, Jean has an idea of how Kirby would feel with him gone.
I guess I did think about what Kirby might have said had she survived with his passing. And I think she would probably be feeling a bit relieved to know that, again, he wouldn't be able to harm anyone else.
Now, part of the Brown family's foundation, Seek Safely, is advocating for protective legislation in the self-help industry. Last year, they were successful in passing a bill through the New York State Senate that would require unlicensed professionals operating in the self-help space to disclose any risks and present a risk management plan. They hope to work on more initiatives like that in the future. Jared, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, the survivors and families definitely made it their mission following those tragedies 15 years ago. Unbelievable. Brianna.